subscribe to Mchenry Man Show.
Do it! Just do it!
Coming to you from Industry Sound Studio in Modesto, California, it's the Mchenry Man Show. I'm Chris Mitchell, and the studio with me today is Wang and our special guest, Dave, from the fighting podcast, Leave It in the Ring. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me here.
Thanks for
Welcome
coming.
back from quarantine.
No, yeah, it's the first time we've been back in the studio.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
months.
is not. I'm still taking it all in. I got to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like the way Tony Montana finally got off the banana boat. And it's like, okay, man, this is it, man. And he's getting interrogated and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah, let's try to emulate Joe Rogan. So.
Yeah.
Well, I used to stream games on Twitch, and mine's just like a corner. So when me coming in here, it's just like, I'd rather be here and do this stuff.
Right, you got all this
at home.
elbow room and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great.
you have good room and good stuff, quality equipment. So it's like, I want to be here.
Yeah, we did like three, or we tried to do like three on Zoom. And the first one turned out all right. Second one turned out decent, but I forgot to hit record. So it was just like 3 hours wasted. And then
It was probably the best 3 hours, too,
Yeah,
right?
probably.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh, man.
it was really good because
Yeah.
it was all good. And then he texted me. He goes, I forgot to hit the record button. I was like, oh, man, that was so good. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
it always works like that, man.
Yeah.
I've been there.
know.
Been there, done
You know,
that.
I've done that too, where I'll stream games, and I'm like, dude, I'm having a crappy day. Then I'll get off for a while, a couple hours, go back on. Then all of a sudden, I'm like the king of the game out of nowhere. I'm like, why am I not recording this stuff? Why does this happen when you record it doesn't come through? Then when you're off the camera,
Right.
it comes through. You're like, oh.
I know, and it's always your greatest moment.
It is. It is
Yeah.
always your greatest
It
moment.
is. What games are you doing right now? Are you playing actually?
I'm not playing any. I took a break to do.
You took a break during quarantine?
No, not during quarantine. Before quarantine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was doing this.
I'm talking about gaming. When you were gaming.
Oh, when I was gaming?
Yeah, you still gaming, or you just kind of keep?
I casual now.
Really?
Casual.
What happened?
It
Became
got
a
in
father,
the way.
husband?
No.
No?
It got in the way of the family and stuff. I was spending less time with the kids. I was so like,
Damn kids.
I was just so into like, I gotta get this done. This has to be done. I have to schedule the keys. And do all this other stuff. Are we gonna hang out tomorrow? I swear, and it never happens. So that kind of killed everything for me too, and it really grabbed a hold of me because at first I was like, whatever, and then all of a sudden I started receiving a paycheck from Twitch, and I was like, oh, I'm getting money now. Oh yeah, that's right. Then people were donating. People were throwing me bits. People were subbing, and then it started increasing.
Right.
And I was doing between $240 to $300. And I was just
So then what happened? I mean, you just decided that money was no good anymore?
No, it wasn't the money. It was just I just started getting more hooked on it. I already have a job, so
I mean,
so
that's a perfect excuse, right?
So-
When the kids come in and say, "Dad, I want to spend time." Listen, look what Daddy's doing. Okay, I'm buying you guys food with this. What I'm doing here. I wish I could do that. How many times my wife walks in and says, "You're gonna do another podcast?" I wish I could say I'm making $300-400.
Yeah.
But I can't because it's basically what it is a hobby.
It is. That's what it was. It was just a hobby. It was just having fun with people.
Right.
But then when you're affiliate, and then you start noticing like the people you start meeting and start networking with have been doing it longer than you, but you've done it in less amount of time, and you're actually increased in their views versus theirs, and you're doubling, tripling their views. You're like, I'm not stepping on your guys' toes. And we used to be able to do like a format. Like how the podcast is a square, 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 square. We would do that, and we would stream that Foursquare into another stream so people can watch all four of us instead of just one at a time.
Right.
And then it was just popping, but then you would see like certain streams, you can hear the other people getting jealous, like, how come you throwing him bits? How we need some bits over here? They're messaging me later, like,
I'm jealous,
why-
man.
why
You're
do
living the
do
dream
that?
here, buddy.
Yeah.
You
That
know.
was just for there were people telling me, they were like, dude, you could have kept going, and then because once I get partnered, every time they play an ad, and then I would get paid for it. And I was like, yeah, I could have, but I had more important issues to do. And then I'm almost like taking on a second job almost. Work full time somewhere else, and then I have 3 kids to take care of too. So it's
okay.
like- so
Man, 3 kids already, huh?
yeah.
Woo, boy.
I just turned 35
Cable.
on Thursday last week.
Cable, my friend. Get cable.
Oh,
Stop
they-
having kids.
No, they don't. Well, yeah. Well, I don't have any more kids now. So she's with somebody else, but they're having a baby. So it's just like they're gonna be. I have 3 boys. Man.
What do you mean? Okay, she's with somebody else, and you've given
yeah,
up on
yeah.
women.
Yeah. No, I haven't. Given up
Okay,
on
well,
women. No.
I didn't get that. I was a bit confused there, my man. I was like, no wonder why you closed that door. It's locked now.
Yeah. So I stopped, and then sometimes people ask me if I'm gonna come back, and I'm just like, maybe it depends if I get stuff going. And then for my birthday, he got me a mixer, and I was just like, can't put this to waste. So I already set it up at home.
When
so
I first
like,
built the studio, I had bought like this small, about 4-channel mixer. I was just gonna keep it in the like that big band room so that people could use it on their own if they wanted to. But no one ever used it, so it just ended up in the closet. So that's how we got it.
But I wasn't gonna let it go to waste, so I was like, I'm gonna let it go to waste. So I preset
So where's it at
everything
right
out.
now? Is it in the closet at your house?
Nope. It's on my desk. It's on my L-shaped desk ready. I got 2 screens. I narrowed it down,
man.
so all I need now.
I'm gonna get on Twitch and search for you by tomorrow.
You can. All I need is a new mic and then another webcam, and then get that set up, and then I could just redo my whole system all over again. Yeah. So now I got another screen, and it was really great. And the best thing too is when I came back. There was an issue I had with one of the there's a game called Dead by Daylight, and through Steam, if you use Twitch as a third party application to cheat and see where these people are playing, even though it's in a delayed seconds of interval from watching, it's considered hacking or whatever, you know. So I didn't do that. And all I said was, hey, the killer says hi, because I was on someone else's channel. I was modding. And I did that. They said I was playing, and I wasn't playing. And then he submitted his share or whatever thing, and then that was it. Yeah, you're done. You're banned. So my
I'm
account,
catching on to that because my kids are gamers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a gamer, unfortunately. I try, but I have more of the thrill of, like, if I'm gonna play. I like to play the shooter games, right? Yeah. Like, if I do play and all that, and since we that whole quarantine, I got into what is it called? Zombie Army of Zombies.
Nazi Zombie Army.
Yeah.
Wait, called not Call of Duty, right? You're talking about talking about the other one, the standalone from Sniper Elite.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I'm not very good, but where I get my thrill, and this is how deranged I am as a human being. Okay, I like getting on there to tease people that suck more than I do.
I love it. Okay. I love trolling the trolls.
Yeah. You know, because I'm a strong believer, guys, that if I went through a period of my life of just shit, I believe that it's only right that I pass it on, like play it forward, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I do. So when there's kids on there that just completely suck, I will encourage them to hate themselves even more by telling them, like, dude, seriously, are you all thumbs? Why can't you aim? Oh my God, throw away your console, do something. And I just get that, and my kids will literally come in and be like, what are you doing, Dad? I'm like, I'm teaching this kid about life. This is what he's gonna walk in the workforce. Do you think everybody's gonna be nice to them?
You know, it's funny. That's how it is on Dead by Daylight, because Dead by Daylight's 1 killer versus 4 people. They got to survive and they got to escape the trial. But there's like Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers. There's like different killers. There's their own original killers plus it's paid content killers, and people will get mad like. I was trying to save him and you got me. And I was like, yeah, I'm not supposed to let you save him. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, that's not fair. You really think a killer's going to be like, I'll let it go. Go ahead and save him. Then I'll chase you. No, that's not how it works. And it's a good way of learning about life though, too. And that's the game that I was really known for. And when that whole thing happened between me and Steam and I was trying to fight it and they're like, no, can't play this game on this account anymore. I was pissed because I hold 377 games on that account and I was like,
so when that happens, what do you do? What are you doing? I mean, do you have to email them back?
Yeah, we're emailing back and forth. Yeah, email back and forth.
That's why I couldn't be a gamer. I'm too fucking lazy. Yeah. I'd be like, you banned me? All right, well, I'll just find something else.
Yeah, well, that's what I did too. And I created another account because people were like, we want you to come back. And I was like, can't, blah, blah. So I had another account. I was like, you know what? I'll do this. I'm going to come back. I was talking to some people. I was going to come back. And then the next day when I was going to do the stream, On my Steam account, on my old Steam account, it just said, hey, you have like 14 new notifications, And I go on there and there's 14 gifts, and it was the game Dead by Daylight and almost all of the DLC. And then people that would come and watch my channel, they all chipped in and bought the game and the DLC for me to get back on there. And I was just like, what? Like I was like you, like go away, like I was in tears.
He plays Fortnite. He's like, he's really freaking good, right? And then when I heard that this one kid won millions, and here's my son going
on a
to
lucky
college.
shot,
right?
On
well, I don't know if it was a lucky shot or not. I didn't watch the damn thing because
Yeah.
unfortunately, I'm still in the I live in the old age where we still watch sports. You know? I don't know what it is with me, man. I like to see human beings actually being competitive rather than the little animations. But I saw that and I'm like, hey, dude. I mean, if you're gonna live underneath my roof and you're going to college, at least try to hit the jackpot for Dad. Help me out a little bit, scratch my back, And he's like, "Well, Dad, if I did that, I have to buy this." Well, buy this shit.
Yeah.
As much time and hours you spend on this, you imagine if you would have invested a little bit here and there, you would have been at that point.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know. I mean,
well, it's big. It's huge in Japan. They even have like I want to say it's like a college or school, whatever you want to call
Dude,
it,
they
but they
have that
consider
here
it a
now.
job.
Yeah.
And they put everybody in like basically an apartment building. They have coaches, gaming coaches. You eat, sleep, and play 8 hours a day like a normal job, and you study.
how does that even work? How do you even coach that?
Well, they put it down to a science.
No,
and I remember.
I don't really think you can. There's really no coaches for that. You
No,
just
there
get in
really
there.
is. I swear,
Yeah.
I've
there's really
seen it.
coaches.
I actually saw
There's people who
Netflix
used to play.
documentary
Who used to
about
play,
some shit like that.
who used to play, and they don't play anymore. They're like full blown retired with like all these endorsements they got, right? And they actually help people like, hey, if you're gonna do this, switch like this. Like they teach you like how to do the maneuvers, how to set your DPI on the mouse, like what's best, and all this other stuff. And
See, that's
there's
just all-
there's one movie, like if you guys are interested, especially you, if you're interested, it's on Steam. You would have to download, but it's free. You don't have to pay for the movie. It's called Free to Play, and it's about these kids who went to the top and gave up their life. And one of the kids, like, really got me choked up. He gave up his girlfriend.
Yeah, you talked
he gave
about
up
this
his
last
family, and he gave up. He was going to school as a doctor because everyone was shitting on him.
When you start
gave it
watching
up.
Westworld, I'll watch that.
All right, then.
And I heard that these kids normally get
Yeah.
like skin cancer because they're in the room all their whole lives, and when they finally go outside, it's like the vampire seeing sun
Dude,
for the first time.
No, there's horrors, but there's horror stories. There's really little horror stories
Right.
though. One girl died in a gaming cafe.
What the hell?
Yeah, they
How did
thought
that
she was
happen?
asleep, and she was at the cafe because the cafe is 24/7, and she was at the cafe for 18 hours straight, and she didn't move, she didn't eat, no nothing,
What,
and she
dude?
died in her sleep. And
That's
oh
not
yeah, no.
commitment, Chris. I don't know
There's
what
a
it is.
there's a guy who played EVE Online. Like that's the
Uh-huh.
worst game. EVE Online and WoW is like the two worst games to spend money on. There was an article I read that a guy, he was about to get married and blew 50 grand that was supposed to be his wedding money on EVE Online just to buy out a corporation so he can own it.
Wow.
And then it's real money in the game, like 50 grand. Like how do you do that shit? And there's like the
See, it
you know,
doesn't make me
people
feel
people
that bad
sell their
about my
stuff.
addiction.
Yeah.
Then you know what I mean? When somebody bitches about me buying beer, I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I can now bring up that story. It could either spend 50 grand or I can spend
Yeah, there's
20, 30 bucks.
There's people
a
who play
week.
like WoW, who play
exactly.
WoW. They'll sell their EBT food stamps, dude, for real money, so they can buy like armor and whatever and shit on
Yeah,
fucking
it's just
WoW.
like any addiction. You
Is
can,
anybody sucking dick for gaming? Is that,
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I
there's
mean?
one
Come on.
Animal Crossing. It's on Reddit. It's on Reddit. You've heard that game?
can let me have
no,
that player.
no. There was a user I read about it.
This
There's
is
a
great
user.
stuff, man.
No, there's a user
no,
who
he's
literally
playing games
admitted.
so that he can suck dick. I
No,
don't
she
know.
admitted that she
think
sucked her
maybe it's
neighbor's
the other way
dick off
around.
to get like coins in the game because it's like hard to get or
I'll suck your dick
expensive.
if you let me borrow your internet passcode, please.
No, swear. I'm like, dude, this is nuts. But that's what's crazy. It's like people like see like gaming like, oh, you're just wasting your life and you're not gonna get the $1 million. Like, dude, have you heard the stories of the dark side of gaming? Like, there's crazy shit out there. You know?
Obviously, man. I think
No, yeah.
anything. There's gonna be some dark corner.
There's
There's something's
a
festering up that we have no clue about until somebody comes on.